Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the CE Tool Den. On today's video, we're gonna review the brand new Klein 4.5-inch trim square. So, this is a new item that recently came out. If you go to the Klein website, Klein Tools, they have a section under the products that shows all new tools. And I didn't realize they had a 4.5-inch that was being released. And so I said, oh, that looks like a pretty neat item. I like 4.5-inch trim squares. Trim squares are really invaluable in the shop over here. I've been using, for a long time, I've been using this one from Milwaukee, and it's been an absolute gem to have. This is a very good USA made trim square. This has had some abuse over the years since I've had this. I've had this for a few years now. I also use this other one that was recommended by 731 Woodworks. I think I bought it on Amazon, but look at the corner. It's been already like nicked and dinged. I've dropped this a couple of times, but I mean it's still in good shape. But it's definitely got some use on it, some mileage. This new one by Klein Tools is the model number is going to be 9354 SSQ. It's aluminum, just like the Milwaukee. This one is made in Thailand. By the way, here's the back of it. And it says warranty. I don't know what that means. It just says warranty. Lifetime warranty? Short-term warranty? 90-day warranty? Just warranty. It doesn't say anything else. Oh, you can go look up the warranty on kleintools.com/warranty. So there it is, made in Thailand. So, and I know they bring out some good stuff out of Thailand. There you go, 45 high visibility markings, scribe notches, and 3/8 and 1/4-inch dual reference base. So this is your reference base for 3/8 stock, and there's your reference base for 1/4-inch. You got to split the half. You got it right there, make your markings. Very similar to the Milwaukee. Hey, they both are very much identical in that regard. The Milwaukee one's just a wee bit thicker, more rugged, and they're both very lightweight. I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, Milwaukee owns Empire, so the Empire, you know, this was made at Empire. They both have that little bevel right there, so it's a pretty neat item. And a lot of the markings are the same. Very similar type of notch. They both have the pivot mark. The Milwaukee one is a little bit more pronounced with the extra markings, but you get enough of the high vis of the orange, so you can definitely see what you're doing in contrast with the white. If you put this together, it's very similar. Look at how close it is when it comes to the pivot and all the scribe notching they have. You got your degree measurements. Again, very similarly constructed. They start at the same measurement, and they go from 5 degrees all the way up to over 75, all the way over here. You get your markings over here. There's your little triangle over here for your 2x4 trim square. Yep. So that's basically it. I mean, it's a pretty simple tool. Even like over here. I wonder if this one has any type. Yeah, it does. So over here, like on the Milwaukee, you have the little diamond patterns. So it'll give you like certain markings, like for to make marks down like 2x4s or whatever like that. And this one has a little hexagon. So like I said, everything's the same pretty much. And I gotta say, they both feel nice. They both feel nice. I like the quality on both of these. This has been through the ringer a little bit. I'm seeing more scratches here in the light, but this orange is nice because it's a really high vis. Very lightweight, aluminum based. And, you know, it's a 4.5 inch trim square. I like it. I tend to go for this more than I do 7-inch. If I can, and then I'll go up to a 12-inch rafter square for like big things. And I know Klein does have an available rafter square. I don't have the 7-inch of the Klein yet on their regular square, but that's on my list. I'm probably gonna pick it up probably next week or something. Haven't had a chance to go to Lowe's to buy one, but I'm definitely gonna get one. This is, like I said, this is a really nice. It's on par with the Milwaukee. If you guys want to see how square it is, I have a Woodpecker's Tail Lily pocket roll. You know, Woodpecker's is legit. Let's put a little bit of a light over here so you guys can see if there's daylight coming out. I see just a little fraction of light around the middle, but it's negligible. Negligible. Wow. Okay. And I don't see any light. Oh, just a hair in the middle. Again, let's see how the Milwaukee is. Yeah, you definitely get some more light coming in through the Milwaukee. I will say that's potentially from not necessarily a manufacturing error, but from daily abuse that I've given it. You know, it's a used, well used trim square. I still will use it. I'm still gonna, you know, in whatever capacity I get. But right now the Klein tool seems to be the more square option. More accurate because of it being brand new, but I can see over time, like this one, it getting banged up just like the Milwaukee. So I'm going to be actually putting this in my bag because, like I said, I like to have a square on me sometimes, and depending on my job that I got to do, especially little carpenter jobs, you know, something like this is valuable. And we love Klein tools in the shop. Klein is a very good tool brand, as is the Milwaukee. Not gonna knock anything on the Milwaukee because the Milwaukee is equally awesome. There's nothing wrong with the Milwaukee. Like I said, this has been my go-to for a long time. Now it's time to give this one a shot. This one's looks like it's going to be very promising and very good tool. And, you know, just part of the CE Tool Den bag here. But yeah, so in this case, I'm going to recommend this. I got to get the 7-inch one, and I don't know if I'm going to get the rafter square yet. Kind of going back because I don't really do. I have a Johnson one, and that's all I need. I don't really use a rafter square unless I'm doing big framing. And for me, the most is a 7-inch and a 4.5 inch are my most used. So in the shop, we're going to get the 7-inch eventually, and we'll pair it up with this one, and they'll complement each other. So if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notifications. Keep watching the CE Tool Den. Get your Klein square. Available on Amazon. Affiliate link is going to be in the description. So have yourselves a good night, and the CE Tool Den is out.